Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. And today is a little special video. It is the return of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but also Persona 5. I thought I was done with Persona 5 on this channel, but apparently not. We have a lot to talk about. I'll talk more later, but long story short, I have completed Persona 5. Royal, my very first Persona and my second Atlas game after Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. And we'll talk more about future plans and all that. But today we're going to be listening to Aria of the Soul. It says Revelations Persona. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, sorry. And Beneath the Mask. Both are from the channel PSC, requested by Jan and Disable. I am so excited. I know what both these songs are. I reacted to Beneath the Mask in 2021. And I know Aria of the Soul is the Velvet Room theme. So I've never heard these remixes. I don't even know how much of Persona is in Smash. There's no Jokers in it. So anyways, we'll talk more later. We'll talk more. But I am super excited. Start with Aria of the Soul from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Persona 5. Let's go. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this song to be remixed out of so many choices. But I think it's an iconic song in the series. I learned this on guitar too, the P3 version. They turned an Aria, which is an opera piece, into a funk jam. No violence, that's cool. Every time I hear this song, I always think of the distorted Igor saying, "My, my." I wasn't odd. It's odd, but it's cool. But I'm pretty sure this is less Persona 5. And more just Persona, I think. Inmate. It's weird, I have context now. This is the sound of Caroline shredding the guitar. I love the twin word into it. I don't even think there's a song this fast in base Persona. That's the actual sample too, right? The recording? Yeah. Joker looks great. The Trickster mask. Makes it want to fuse some demons. We're halfway through the song. I love going to the Velvet Room. The Velvet Room was what I know as the World of Shadows. And I spent a lot of time in the World of Shadows, so It didn't take me very long to understand the guillotine and the gallows. Oh, that's so cool, dude. Smash is just like so good with remixes. You're the king of remixes. I still have to finish the challenge mode. We have a lot to talk about, man. Also, I'll be able to read the comments. I've been avoiding Persona 5 stuff for such a long time. I like the violins. It's a nice touch. Oh, it's over. I just saw something right at the end there. Oh, that totally threw me off completely. What I was gonna say. I gotta clarify this. 2 seconds. Hold on. Okay. So I clicked the next one on accident, Beneath the Mask, and I saw the description, and I saw arrangement by Ace. Xenoblade. I don't think it was this song though. I don't know who arranged the Aria of the Soul version, but let me know. But now I'm like super anxious on the next song because Ace is the main composer of Xenoblade, and I love Xenoblade's music. So we'll get to that in a second. But okay, anyways, so much to talk about. Right, I know this is a Smash video, but I think I'm going to talk about mostly about Persona here because that's what I know the most, and I know a lot of people want to know my thoughts and stuff, which you'll get. Let me start off with some exciting stuff before I even get to the song itself or my experience with Persona and all that. But again, long story short, I just completed Persona earlier. For me, recording this a couple weeks ago, although the public is getting drip fed of the episodes and the early access, which if you want to see them early, it's either my Patreon page or my Jesse's VODs page here, memberships. It's $1. And you can see episodes like a week early, typically. But even the early VODs haven't seen the finale yet. You know, I finished well ahead of everybody else. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, but I'll just say that I'm not going to tell my entire experience with Persona. I'll save that for when the time comes, but let's just say because of SMT5, I played Persona 5, and because of Persona 5, at some point in the future, I'll play Persona 3, Persona 4, and Metaphor ReFantazio, and Persona 5 Strikers. So that's a pretty big announcement for me because that's a lot of games. But I didn't want to leave the world the entire time I was there. As soon as I entered Persona, I just wanted to keep four-reeling and fishing and batting cages, and it was just such an addicting gameplay loop, you know. But anyways, the main thing we have to talk about here is the music. We cannot deny that the music of Persona is some of the best in the world, and such a mainstay on this channel. I've been listening to Persona 5 since the beginning of the auditorium. You know, I listened to Wake Up, Get Out There. That was the first one and initiated the whole thing, and then boom, the Persona fans found me. And to this day, the second most request I have, beside I think Final Fantasy is number 1. I never actually counted, but I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy is number 1 as far as like amount of request, and then it's Persona. So, and that's not including SMT, but just Persona 1 through 5 and all of its spin-offs. So I've been listening to Persona, mostly 5, for 4 years. And then I said, and it was never a big plan, I said I'm never playing this game because it just didn't interest me. I had the wrong idea of what it was. I thought it was like a romancing game, and no. But the length of it scared me. And I do like to explore, and I like to play games all the way. So I was like, and I kind of wanted to do less RPGs, especially this year, 2026. I was like, I'm going to play shorter games, little platformers, and just to get my mind off of RPGs. But as a surprise to everyone and me, I hit 100,000 subscribers, which is like a huge, huge milestone for anybody. And I feel so grateful. And I was like, you know what? This is like one of my most requested things ever. Let's just do it. Let's bite the bullet. Just what an amazing decision that was. One of the best games ever. But I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to give too much information. I'm not going to give my character ranking or any of that. I'll do that all later. But just in case, for some reason, you're one of the people that are just watching my videos just to be on the journey with me, and you've never played Persona 5, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will say, don't be like me and assume you know what it is, and that's what's keeping you from trying it. I think this game is capable of everyone liking it. It's that good. Well, unless you're a horrendous person, maybe you won't like it, but I think most people that have critical thinking skills and a taste of style and swagger and likes good gameplay and stories and characters, and it's a one-of-a-kind experience. Anyways, so that being said, Aria of the Soul is definitely a song that I'm familiar with. I reacted to the P5 version after I reacted to the Persona 3, The Battle for Everyone's Souls. Which I don't know anything about that one, so don't tell me about that. I do not know if Persona 4 has it. Don't tell me that either. Again, I still am very new to the whole Persona world, but I recognized it and I was like, oh, I wonder if this is just a thing. Maybe the Velvet Room is just a Persona thing. That makes sense. But in this game, I basically spent as much time as I could with the Warden twins. Amazing characters. Still to do challenge mode too, but yeah, this I heard the song a lot. As someone who likes to fuse demons and have a cool party, although admittedly in Persona I spend a lot less time than the World of Shadows and SMT, because overall Persona is easier than SMT. SMT, you have your character and your party members are the demons. So like Pokemon, they're the ones so you're constantly buffing them up, changing skills, doing all this. In Persona, it's your party members and then their personas, and then Joker's the one that has access to all of them. So it's I don't know, it's just not as difficult. Not to say it's not a easy game, it's just not as difficult as SMT. Anyways, but I still spent a lot of time listening to this song, the operatic Aria of the Soul, and it's a beautiful song. It's just piano and an opera singer. It's really good, and it just makes me think of the twins being called an inmate, the little Easter egg with the bed, and it's just good times. I really, really enjoyed it. Now, as far as this version goes, I am surprised. It seems like, I don't know how many songs they chose for Smash, which, by the way, for requests, these are the only 2 I have. So if there's more Persona songs in Smash, I don't know what they are. These are the only 2 I have. I would expect out of the hundreds of other style songs in Persona, they would just go with one of those. I'm not complaining, but I just wouldn't expect Aria of the Soul. But that tells me that the song is quite important, and I believe it. It sounds great. Sounds nothing like that in game. but that's really cool because they funkified it, which is totally fitting. And I loved it. So I'm gushing at the idea that I'm listening to more Persona 5 still after I beat it. So, but we're not done. We have another one. This is going to freak me out, dude. Beneath the Mask. One of the most important songs in Persona 5. One of the earliest songs I ever heard in the game to react to, like very early on. And arranged by Ace. If you don't know who Ace is, I spent the past year and a half playing Xenoblade Chronicles, which has some of the best music in games, and that's all Ace. And now you're telling me... Yeah, okay. This is Beneath the Mask. I'm assuming they sampled Lyn, or maybe Lyn came back for the vocals? I don't know. Or maybe there's no vocals, it's instrumental version. This is Beneath the Mask from Persona 5 Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Give us what I long and long. Without a clue, without a sign, without grasping yet the real question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at Booth's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what a shred to be. Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
I'm gonna wait till the end. I'm just gonna let it.
Moments are gone, nothing to be found. A mirror in front of me is where I find an empty glass, reflecting there's a truth. It's everything what's to be told. I need the mask.
Is this her singing?
I'm a shapeshifter, Apple's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained up to my core.
Makes me want curry and coffee.
Take off my mask, my place to hide.
Crossword puzzles. God, it really does sound like Xenoblade and Persona at the same time. It's so weird. That's weird. That's weird. But it's cool.
I give to you, have you seen me? Just a case of once, there's nothing inside. When it always me, burning down the walls, is that a way for me to break? I'm a shapeshifter, at Booth's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Now we're gonna get another loop. That's the end of the song normally. This is so bizarre to me. Yeah, I like that.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Give us what I long and long. Without a clue, without a sign, without grasping yet the real question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter, at Booth's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to draw.
This is surreal.
I'm a shapeshifter, what a shred to be.
I don't know what I'm hearing.
Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments are gone, nothing to be found. A mirror in front of me is where I find an empty glass, reflecting there's a truth. It's Tell me what's up to be told.
I'm just remembering
And
like
with the mask,
visiting the bookstore,
I'm a chef,
Big Bang Burger,
apples masquerade.
my
Hiding
job
no face
that I
in
never went
mine,
to.
afraid for you to try. I'm a chef, chained up to my core. Please don't take off my mask.
Getting lost in
My place to hide.
train station. Talking about 2 other games and 2 games and none of them are Smash.
Just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. When it always me burning down the walls, is that a way for me to break?
You know what I
I'm a
hear?
apples
Wanna hear the song
masquerade,
now?
hiding both face and mind. Afraid for you to draw. I'm a chef, have no face to show.
No.
Just don't take off my mask, my disguise.
They really gave these songs like a whole new life, which I was not expecting.
Down, down, down,
This is
down, down, down.
that's great.
Down, 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 down. Where have you been? Been searching all along.
Good
Your
deal.
visit dwell along and long. Without a clue, without a sign, without grasping yet. The real question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a chef.
Don't get me wrong. This video is not going to be about do I like the original or do I like the remix better. That is not here nor there. This is a celebration of video games. I mean, however you feel about Super Smash Bros., it is undeniable that they are a celebration of video games. That game to me is like the first word that comes to mind when I think of Super Smash Bros. Is like impossible. All these IPs together, all these things, and honestly, in a day and age where crossovers, well, I don't want to say it doesn't happen anymore, but like this feels very like that 90s spirit to me. When I was growing up, you know, there was a lot of those Capcom crossovers, Marvel vs. Capcom, SNK, X-Men versus Street Fighter, all that stuff. And it was cool. It was like, oh my god, you know, Spider-Man is fighting Ken from Street Fighter. What the heck? Now, that has lost its luster. Now, if that exists, that's in the form of DLC, you know, drip-fed seasonal content. It's not the same. It was just unlocked before or just part of the base game. Now it's a microtransaction or something. You know, it's a little... But Smash kind of keeps that spirit alive. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I don't play Smash, so I don't know if they actually do have to buy characters. I don't think so. But whatever. I'm saying in general, it's a huge roster. It seems like there's like 1,000 characters in there. It looks like a Mugen game. But it's just like all these IPs, and they're just cool. I know Xenoblade is even there. I still have to hear the Xenoblade mixes. It's just like, wow, dude. And you know what I've noticed from the remixes that I've heard? Obviously, they're going to drastically change them because, duh, you can listen to the original, you know. And I'm for that. I'm for covers being different enough where it sounds like almost an original song. But they take the formula, the idea of that game, and apply it. So, and of course, what's the first thing you think of Persona 5? It's like danceable jazz, you know, swing and really upbeat, funky stuff. And that's what these two are. Even though the songs they chose, honestly, are both very slow songs in the game. It's cool. It's jarring to hear them in a quicker sense. But it's still cool. It takes like some time to get used to. Plus, Smash is a super fast-paced game. Things are flying all over the damn time, like all over the screen all the time. You know, so that's really cool. I like that. It's different. Biases aside or whatever. That's I always see it as like that's a new fresh way to to hear it. I got to hear Lynn in a different take. I got to hear the da 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 da. And not only that, is this game is very fresh in my mind, right? I just beat it. But also, Xenoblade is very fresh in my mind, and this sounded like a Xenoblade song. That's so bizarre to me. Now, if you never played Xenoblade, not all the songs sound like that. But actually, Xenoblade is quite varied. But some of their battle themes, kind of sound like that. Some of them. And damn, it's like I can hear that there. So hearing two games that I'm very familiar with, and their sound and their DNA, to hear them together like this, it's so bizarre. On this channel, it feels a little bit of a full circle thing. It's weird. I like it, but it's weird. It's a very pleasant, see what I did there? Experience. And well, I look forward to more, and I still have to listen to all the Striker stuff, and that'll be whenever I play it. So, yeah, I can't say much about my playthrough because a lot of you haven't yet to see the finale of it. It's still a ways away. I don't know what else I can say about it, but basically, when everyone's caught up, which I'll be already like 2 games ahead of everybody at that point. I'll release like a kind of like a wrap up, all my thoughts and tier list of every character, my palaces, songs, all that. Although, if you want to know my favorite song, I don't mind telling you, which I'm very glad that I picked that favorite song. I don't mind sharing. I won't tell you my other ones, but my favorite song is Sunset Bridge. And I knew as soon as I heard that song, it was never going to be topped. And the reason I like it is because it was never requested. I just found it organically in the game. It plays in the best moments in the game. And when I finished the game, I knew I made the right decision by having that be my favorite song. So, yeah. This is really cool, man. Like, this felt like a... You know what? This felt like... Even though these were reactions, it felt like how you probably feel watching them. I felt like the viewer, because I've finished Xenoblade, except for X. And I've finished Persona 5. So it's like, I honestly don't have a whole lot to say about Smash because I didn't play it, but I'll give them props, man. They got some amazing arrangers, and this was really cool. And I got to use this time to, reveal those things. By the way, if you're curious, God, I sound like such a YouTuber. In the description below, just a backlogged page. You don't need an account or anything, but you can see the games I've played. I review them sometimes, but also you can see what I have coming up. So you can see the personas, metaphor, and all that. So yeah, if you're curious, because everyone's asked me like, well, how do I know what you're playing next? I put it right there. These are both great, and it made me miss the game even more. I think I might have to fire it up more, and because I may or may not have started a second playthrough to fill out the confidants. But who knows? Thank you all, by the way, if you are watching early or watching the VOD page. I had like a record number of new members as soon as Persona was announced, so thank you all. That's it. Thank you to the requesters. This was awesome. I loved both of these. They were trip down memory lane, yet they were brand new. Also play Xenoblade, and play Persona 5 Royal. Great video. This was really cool. Damn, that was half an hour. Time flew by. Thank you all. And I'll see you in the playthrough. Very pleasant playthrough. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.